Hey, listen, the main thing I want this podcast to be about, okay, is about us being friends, all right, and we fucking love guns. All right, so we are live. Are we live?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nigel's is live.
And we are sexier than ever.
Yes, you are.
Oh, that's cool. I could like change out the tiles.
Well, before we begin, I guess we should all start with our pronouns and what we're wearing.
Okay.
My pronouns are Poppy and Daddy.
Okay, and what are you wearing?
A gray shirt
Mm.
and a multicolored hat that's blue.
Okay.
That looks like that MEPS colors on there, Rob.
Yeah, and it looks like you need to get slapped in your mouth.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Take it easy.
Yeah, you know how I feel about MEPs.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Repping them colors. All right, Josh, what's yours?
Yeah, you talk that shit. You talk that motherfucking shit, man.
So, my pronouns are sir, they, them, he. And I'm wearing a black shirt and a gray blazer.
In a gray blaze. All right. Mine is they and them. So you guys,
Evil genius.
yeah, you're the evil
That's what
genius.
I forgot. That's my
Austin's on. Let's add
Austin's
him
good to
on
go?
there.
Mm.
Yep.
Mm.
And go ahead with your pronouns and everything. Demeanor.
They and them, and I'm wearing a Cobra Kai t-shirt.
All day.
Strike first, no mercy.
Mm.
It's a medium.
Yeah, be
I can
careful,
tell.
man. Because that
Wrong
Praying
arm.
Mantis kick. Welcome, Austin.
Hey, what's up, Austin?
Oh shit, what's up, Austin?
We missed you.
Hey,
All right, Austin. What are your pronouns and what are you wearing?
my pronouns are sir and Mister.
What?
Misdemeanor?
Pronouns are sir and Mister.
Okay, we can't hear you.
Sir, Mister.
We're not sponsored by Under Armour.
Yeah, stop doing that.
Yeah, Soldier Solution Pack.
Yo, that's why we need to get our own shit, man.
Okay. Well, now that everybody's pronouns are out of the way.
Do not misgender me, please. On top of it.
I will never think you're a man.
Okay, they.
I know. Oh shit.
They.
Yes. How do they actually do this though?
So
I don't know.
we got Sir. Austin is Sir. I'm Sir, and I guess Evil Genius is my pronoun. Rob is
Daddy or Poppy?
Daddy and Poppy, and then
Yeah.
Dimitri's.
Oh, no. Daddy or Poppy.
Oh, so it's just one.
Daddy Poppy.
No,
Daddy
like
Poppy.
Daddy or no. Y'all motherfuckers ain't fucking listening to
I know.
me,
I
man.
know. It's Daddy.
I know.
or Poppy.
It's like a pimp named Slickback, right?
Nah, I'm not a
Don't
pimp.
forget the pimp name.
I'm not a pimp. Don't get it twisted.
We know that, Rob.
It's like, is it like horsestick.mpeg where you can't forget the MPEG?
Yeah, exactly.
You never forget the impact.
Poppy or Daddy, or
What a-
Daddy or Poppy, whatever.
No, stop. It's Poppy
What if
or
it's
Daddy.
A JPEG
Oh.
or a GIF.
A GIF.
Yeah. Was
The
it
pimp name.
donkey dick dot GIF or something like
MPEG.
that? Yeah, MPEG.
Yeah.
So what?
What was that from?
That was from Miss
Miss
November.
March. No, Miss
I'm
March.
Miss March. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Austin, can you turn your mic down a little bit or move it away from? There you go.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Man, it's nice to finally have you on here, Austin.
Dude, I've been buried in boxes, man, packing. You know,
And that
Austin,
fucking
why do you look so sad?
why is that shirt
my
so,
life.
why
my
is that
life.
shirt so drunken, man? Don't not pull it back.
That's
'Cause my
that's
life-
the old Carrie shirt.
My life is sad. That's why.
No, it's not.
It's called
No.
being a dad. It's all right. You're gonna start sprouting gray hairs everywhere. Your hairline starts moving up faster than it
Mhm.
was.
Shit, I've been lost that. What's gonna happen when I have kids?
Probably grow some.
You'll lose your beard.
And then lose it again.
Or you'll just have a gray beard.
Yeah.
It's already getting there. Well, I will. I'm
Nah,
bald.
You'll start growing a beanie.
I had gray hair when I was when I was young.
That's all that responsibility in your life.
So what are we gonna talk about tonight on the 2A Brotherhood podcast? Sorry, I took your line.
Dimitri, you're funny. You're funny, man. I like that, man.
What?
You're funny.
What's so fun?
All that responsibility. Yo,
Yeah.
you're funny. I like that, man. I like
Yeah,
it.
the more responsibility you get, the more gray hair it fucking sprouts up. Literally, in the
Yep.
past like 2 years, I have like a bunch of my beard down here.
Nah, that fucking hairline went back.
Wait, I know that. That bad boy is leaving.
Dimitri, you need to get one of these. This is what you need.
I'm not there yet, but if I start getting like ridiculously amounts, I will. I have no problem doing it.
Nah, it ain't about gray hairs. It's about my shit. My shit
No, that's
falling
what
back.
I mean.
My
Yeah,
shit-
exactly. Yeah. I used to have this one hair right here
Mhm.
that was like my original hairline back in the day, and it was like God's way of letting me know where it used to be. It was just like one hair, and I measured, and it was a half a freaking inch. So my hairline has literally, I've lost a half inch of hairline.
You want to see
Here.
what my hairline used to be? Like you can see it. It used to be right here.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, yo, you remember that picture that my brother drew of Poppy, and you
All right, I'm not doing
you
this.
still had the dreads.
Yeah. Poppy did have dreads.
Yeah, when you used to have dreads, yo, and you had the bandana, dude, that picture
Yeah.
was tough, yo.
Nah.
It's a shame that whole sketchbook got tossed.
Mm.
There were so many good drawings in there. Mad.
That's
funny.
Oh,
what
hey, guys.
Years.
So
Go ahead.
there's a lady on TikTok that's a gun lover.
What's her name?
Her name is Shar or something like that.
We need her on
H
here. Then.
follows her. Yeah, I asked her. She hasn't answered. If I
Mhm.
asked her, I was like, if you ever want to be on our podcast, let me know.
Mhm.
Just so we could get like a female's perspective of why she decided to,
Of course. Yo,
take
I
up
was-
arms to protect herself and her family.
I was telling people no matter what your political perspective is or whatever, you can still be on here. But a lot of people don't want to be on here, man. Like, why?
I think
Like
I
this-
saw. I'm pretty sure I was watching a live stream, one of H's live streams on TikTok,
Mm-hmm.
and he was with like 3 other people, and it was just a TikTok live stream, and I guess you can like stitch in other people or like they can join.
Yeah.
And
I wish
So-
we could go live on here, right? Because we could do that and have a conversation with people
Mhm.
that way.
Yeah.
it's
And
like-
it'll show up on my phone and people could write stuff. We could answer questions and stuff like that. But that's what I was
Last
saying.
one.
Like,
That last
should-
one. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
you didn't mean to interrupt.
Of course.
Okay. No, but you could do the same thing on Rumble. And, like, as people get on there. But, the more subscribers, the better.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
if we
all
use
day.
my TikTok, if we could figure out how to go live from this damn computer, you know what I mean?
yeah.
I think our last one was the funniest one we had.
Well, one of these days.
Well, with Kawan,
Yeah, yeah, he's fun. He's mad funny, man.
yeah, he's a funny dude.
Yeah.
What we should
Well, I
do
still
is,
got-
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I still got that one guy that's that I showed you guys. That's on TikTok.
The Marines.
No. The Remember the one dude I showed you? He was willing to join. He's got like a bunch of followers. But he
No,
doesn't talk politics. That's his only thing. He'll talk everything else, but he won't talk politics.
Well,
I
that's
don't give
not
a
all
shit.
we talk.
He could tell us how big his penis is.
He's really big into like he's in the army.
Yeah,
Thought
we
you said
know.
Marine.
We know what you're talking about, but
Yeah.
he's not on here yet. That's
Yeah, I know. Well, that's because we need to figure out a time where I can get him on.
we. It's
Next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll shoot him because he said he.
Unless you want to.
I was gonna talk to H too to see if we could get him back on here because that was one of the best podcasts we did.
yeah. H. Yeah.
It'll be better
Yeah.
this time because last time, remember, I had my father had a couple appointments that I had to be at, so I had to take my whole computer over to my parents' apartment.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why the audio and everything was just so jacked
It was
up.
still. It was still mad. Awesome,
It
man.
was a great podcast. Yeah, I will
Yeah.
say that.
That and I was at my grandmother's that weekend.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's a cool guy, man. You guys probably get along. He was he in Virginia or something like that?
Yeah, he does. He's in Virginia.
And he invited them all. Did you see the flag, Austin?
Mm-hmm.
It's dope, right?
gonna set it up right now.
The 2A Brotherhood flag
It's so dope. It ain't even cracked.
can't even be cracked, bro. So, got some videos here. You know, I'm not sure. Whatever that video was that got us our video copyright stricken, that now it can't be watched in Russia. What was
Russia.
that? What was that? What up thing? Do you know what that was?
It was that
What
what's
do
the
you
name
mean?
of the white man banging on the motherfucker that pulled up on him.
That's the video that we got.
I'm like,
copyright
what
stricken.
up? Yeah, like
It,
what
it
up?
might have been Collier Noir's video.
Nah, it wasn't.
He has all his stuff copyrighted.
Nah, the what up one was when the white man put out the banger.
All right. Well, here's a quick video. We got this right here.
Mars Carbon! Yeah! Team Carbon! Carbon!
How do you
Carbon,
feel about
Carbon?
Okay.
Mars Carbon!
Listen.
Yeah! Team Carbon! Carbon!
How do you
Carbon,
feel about
Carbon?
Okay.
Mars Carbon!
And then there was not the Los Angeles. It was what's his name? Oh, John talks. Oh, meanwhile in Europe. Here we go.
God damn.
Ça va être beau pour rentrer.
I'm in charge.
Do you feel in charge?
Do you feel in charge?
Do you?
Bro. So did you guys hear about that huge protest? The tractor.
Why?
trailer?
What happened?
Yeah, on the video it was saying like all these tractors. Excuse me. Excuse me. The tractors. There was a huge protest. All those tractors like pulled up. I forgot what country it was, but yeah. The government was trying to like limit their nitrogen emissions and stuff like that. And so all of these, apparently, according to that video, 2,700 plus tractors showed up for this huge protest, and they just blocked the streets. It was crazy, dude. So
you think
what's
you were
the
in
big deal about?
charge?
What's the big deal about nitrogen now? Is that the new carbon?
No, that's what they make. That's what they need.
Austin probably.
That's
knows
what they
more
use
about
to make
nitrogen.
plants grow.
Yeah.
No. That's what they use in the fertilizer, right, Rob?
Mm-hmm.
So, I heard that using that kind of fertilizer is not good for the land. Is that true?
Well, they use it to make bombs.
Okay.
That's,
I'm.
that's
I,
about, the, that's
I was,
about the only way I can think of.
Hey, Austin,
Yeah,
when you were diving,
that's
wasn't
what.
nitrogen one of the things? Didn't you guys breathe nitrogen or something?
Helium, but helium's hard to come by. So yeah, we would breathe nitrox.
Isn't that what the
Hmm.
Unabomber used?
Well, it'd be like heliox. We normally would do like heliox when you dive
what's up,
over a certain
everybody?
depth. When you like go past a certain depth, pure oxygen becomes toxic to your body,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
and so you have to cut it with, depending on your depth. There's a whole math equation behind what your percentage needs to be, but normally it'd be like heliox. So it'd be like 80% oxygen, 20% helium,
Mm-hmm.
normally. But yeah, they're like you could do like nitrox and stuff too.
When you
I'll
were
be right back.
okay, when you were diving, I'm just curious about it. When you're at sea level or whatever, you're on land and you breathe in helium, your voice gets really high. Does
And
that
when you're underwater too. Yeah.
that happens at those
Hello.
depths?
Yeah.
I
It
need
doesn't
help.
it doesn't change. Yeah, you sound like Daffy Duck the whole
Mm.
time. Um and
That's awesome.
it's really trippy from when like it first happens, and then when you get once you come back up and you get to the point where you get taken off of like heliox, and you get put back. And when I say heliox, I mean a mixture of helium and oxygen,
Yeah.
and you get put back on like regular air. uh it's really trippy. So when you first take it, it's like really cold, like it hits your lungs like kind of cold.
Hmm.
And then it's just weird to hear your voice kind of come back,
Yeah.
you know to normal.
Dude, I wanted to tell you, at my father's the wound care specialist
Hmm.
at that office, inside the main, like one of the main rooms where all of like the rooms are, where the you like you go and the doctor's bed is and everything. They had the huge tank, the decompression tank, in the middle of the room, and I actually got to
Hyperbaric chamber.
yeah, the hyperbaric chamber. I actually got to see it and everything. I was like, dude, that is so cool. So like, I actually got to see all the the chambers that you guys go in and stuff, that you got to sit there for a couple hours after the
Yeah,
dive.
it's really good for treating like wounds and stuff like that,
Hmm. Yeah.
especially from what I understand, like burns and stuff. I mean, I'm not very big into the medical use for it behind diving, but
Yeah.
it's very popular for like treating wounds, and especially like burn patients. From what I understand, I could be
Hmm.
wrong on that. They could have better options now, but yeah,
Oh.
they're really trippy because um like especially when you have to vent, because you have to run cycles of like pure oxygen, like wearing an oxygen mask,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to run cycles of air brakes, and during those air brakes they have to vent the chamber, so they have to dump the air and give you air at the same time to cycle out all the oxygen to just get like normal breathing air in there.
Yeah.
um or else you'll get O2 toxicity, like too much oxygen.
Um,
Yeah.
is it like one of
And
those
so,
like fire suppression systems that like sucks out all the oxygen?
no, it's just like it's pressurized. So when you open up the valve
Mm.
to let it out, it's got to go somewhere, and it
Yeah,
found its
to
escape.
equalize the
So
pressure. Yeah.
yeah, so you have to add at the same time to keep that same level of pressure,
Hmm.
because they're under pressure. So you have to keep that same level, or else you subject them to the bends. And
The
it's
bends.
super loud. It's you're just trying to relax, and it just kind of gets really annoying because every 15 to 20 minutes you have to go through that, for hours.
Is that to like pressurize your body? Is
How
that
you
what you're
spoken?
talking about after a dive?
Yeah, so when you come up, right? Um, so when you come up from a dive, you have to decompress, right? Now there's
Mm-hmm.
different types for decompression. There's in-water decompression, and then you come out, but you still have to decompress more in the diving world for commercial diving, because of how deep we go and how long we stay there. So you go in and basically continues out your decompression. It presses you down. Normally we'll run at 50 feet. So unless like something serious happened, then you run deeper. But normally we'll run between 40 and 50 feet, depending on depending on how deep you went and how long you were down. And then from there you run decompression tables, and that's all based off of where you were at, how long you were there. You start at 50 feet, you run 50 feet for about 30 minutes, and then you go down to 40 feet, and then you'll stay in 40 feet. I've been at 40 feet for like a couple hours.
Jeez.
And then they'll slowly bring you down at basically I can't remember exactly. I have to look at my old notes and everything. I can't remember the exact rate, but it's like half a foot per second is how long it takes to get you, or like a foot per second or something like that, how long it takes you to decompress from there.
Do you know someone that had the bends before?
Yeah, I've had them.
What's the bends?
So in the simplest terms I can explain it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Say you could see an air molecule, right? You could physically see it, all right?
Mm-hmm.
And let's say on surface, like standing where you're at now, okay,
Mm-hmm.
at 1 atmosphere,
Mm-hmm.
it's the size of a beach ball, okay? And then you go down, say 200 feet, right? Every 33 feet, you enter into a new atmosphere, all right?
Mm-hmm.
So say you go down 200 feet, that beach ball is now a golf ball, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So you're taking in, technically, I guess you could say, more air, all right?
More molecules, yeah.
But yeah, so when you come up, when you decompress, and you got to think that air is not just in your lungs, it's in your blood, it's in like your tissues.
Yeah,
It saturates your body, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you come up, if you don't off gas that air properly, that air is going to expand inside your body.
Mm-hmm.
And then your body becomes a shaken up soda can where you just pop the top.
Does your head pop off?
No, I mean, I guess it could in
I
extreme
love you.
cases, but no, most of the time you just get like really bad like splotches all over your body. You get like really
Ugh.
bad headaches.
I heard-
You know,
I heard
it
it can
hurts.
paralyze you and
Yeah.
kill you.
It can make you go deaf. It can make you go blind. It can do a lot of stuff. It just depends on where you know you're most affected at.
So it's basically
does it
like
feel?
popping blood vessels. Is that what's gonna happen?
Anything could happen, but
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that could happen. Yeah,
Because that's what I would think. Like why you would go blind
yeah,
if like the oxygen in your eye,
yeah,
like the
That's why you have
molecules
to-
that you're saying, Mr. Scientist.
yeah, and that's why even after for commercial, right? Even after we dive, we have
Mhm.
to. It's called off gassing, right? We can't dive for another 12 to 18 hours, depending on again the depth we went and all that stuff.
Gotcha.
I mean, you can dive again, but it's what's called a repet dive. So your tables change. You can't dive for as long.
But can you imagine like the people? So like people had to figure this out, right? Because like back in the day when people first started diving,
Navy
this-
divers.
yeah, they had to figure all this out. So imagine like the first couple. Well, they also had those the different dive suits. Did that help at
Yeah.
all?
No,
Like
they're
the
essentially
alien
the same.
masks.
No, they're the same thing, basically.
Cyclops.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
So
That's what I would
basically, the joke in the diving world is like back in the 60s, they were perfecting the best way to kill a diver. That's all it is. And then Navy divers essentially just a lot of them like that do the testing for dive tables. spend most of their career just getting bent and figuring out how much we could push our bodies without getting hurt.
When you graduate dive school, did they tell all the recruits to get bent?
No.
Get bent up.
Dude, go get
Get like
bent.
Rob.
How does it feel to get the bends?
It sucks.
That's such a funny insult too. Just dude, get bent.
Just
Yeah,
get
no,
bent, bro.
It sucks. So
Just get bent.
yeah. Mine wasn't that severe, but it sucks.
Yeah, sounds like a tough job. I mean, I
Yeah.
remember you telling me when we watched that documentary while you were here,
Mhm.
and I saw another one where for some reason there was like this big accident or something, and the bell could not reach the surface, so somebody had to leave the bell and swim up a certain distance while he's decompressing, and he's like, it's like way too fast for him to like be, but it's just like for some reason he had to leave the bell for something, and anyway, he's like coughing up blood and stuff like while he's trying to swim to the surface, and
Yeah.
I forgot
Yeah,
what
you gotta
movie
blow
that
out
was.
air, right?
Well,
What?
yeah,
You
like
gotta
he was saying.
blow air out your lungs as you're going up, right?
Yeah.
That's why
But you
they'll
have
go up. They'll wait, then they'll go up a little bit more. Wait some time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're called water stops. So say you're diving again at like 190, right? At 190, you'll go up, or even just say like 100, you'll go up to like 80, right? And you'll wait there at 80 for a certain amount of time. And then from 80, you'll go up to 70 and you'll wait there to 60 to 50 to 40 to 20. And then from the 20, you normally go and shoot to surface. And then once you hit surface, you have 4 minutes to get off all your gear and get into the hyperbaric chamber and get under pressure and breathe oxygen. You have 4 minutes to basically just strip naked, take all your gear off, get in the chamber, press the chamber down to 50 feet of pressure, and then start breathing O2.
How's that what's the name when you get in and do that, how is that change, man? Like how is that
What do you mean? Like when you get in the chamber?
yeah.
You get
So-
all lightheaded and stuff.
You've been on like the airplane before where your ears pop.
Mm-hmm.
So pressing the chamber down, so how it normally works is there's 2 separate compartments, right? There's 2 separate compartments. You have the one that you stay in, and then you have the one where you enter in. Normally where the one you stay in is generally double what you
Double the
it's
pressure
generally
or double the oxygen.
double the pressure. So what'll happen is you'll get in, well, a little less than double, but generally about that, because you could let some out. So when you get in, you'll get into the one where you enter, right? And then they'll basically equalize both of them to where the one that you stay in and the one that you're in are the same amount of pressure, so you can open the door to get into your oxygen. And then you close the door from there, seal it. They'll decompress that side so they can send you stuff like shit cans or fucking, snacks, depending on how long you're in for. And you'll just hang out there. But you have to get down to 50 feet really fast. So your ears are popping. Like you have to constantly keep equalizing your ears.
It's mad uncomfortable.
Yeah. People have different tricks for it. Like for me, I would have a massive jug of water,
Mm-hmm.
and for me, it's super easy to like equalize my ears if I'm drinking something. So for that whole time, I'll sit there and I'll just chug water, mainly because I'm super dehydrated from my dive, and also it helps me equalize my ears. So I would just chug water for the whole time while it's equalizing.
Do you pee
Yeah.
while you're down there?
They'll send you piss jugs.
I'm talking about in the water.
Oh yeah, you're in the water, dude.
Just put your hand up. One hand for pee, 2 hands for shit.
Yeah.
Why is it so warm down here?
Yeah, no, you're in the water. I've known people that have literally cut out the back of their wetsuits to take a shit, but that's always like you got to be careful with that. You know, you got to do it in the right spot.
With the fish and everything, right?
No, because it'll float up and catch underneath your tank and fucking, you know, next thing you know, it's smacking you in the face.
you just have a little shit just floating around you.
Yeah, a little
Snickers
shit
bar.
smear on your fucking on your mat on your glass. Yeah.
Goggles.
No, we wear like hats and everything, like full hard hats. But yeah, you'll like helmets. But
Have you spoken to the?
But if
Yeah.
you cut your wetsuit, doesn't that help with like the pressure around you too, and like hypothermia and all that stuff? No.
nah,
What,
like so there's
at what depth do you need like the special suit to go to? Because I know like the reason why people wear wetsuits is to like keep them warm if you're like in cold water, or to like disguise, or if it's like camo or something like that.
I can tell
But-
you at that depth it didn't keep me warm at all.
But imagine
they
if
pump
you
in warm
didn't
water?
have it on.
It's well I've done it without, you know. It's more so like for me, it's more so like an extra layer of protectant against barnacles and stuff. Because like
Shivering down there?
Dude, barnacles. bro.
well, you can get
And
hot
barnacles.
water. You can get hot water. They have like a steamer that they have a pump that sucks up water from the ocean
Mhm.
and then it'll boil that water. And then they have like a garden hose that runs with your umbilical and then you could put it in your wetsuit and it'll give you hot water. And it'll keep you warm. You kind of put it like around your chest and everything where like most of your vital organs are and stuff.
Okay.
But
That's cool.
yeah, but if you go like really deep, you also have people that run dry suits.
What the fuck
Which
is a dry suit?
It's to keep you fully dry. Wetsuits don't really like they'll keep you dry, but like they don't keep you fully dry. Like like dry suits are for keeping you fully dry.
Does that keep you warm?
It helps.
Yo, I had too many shots.
But yeah, it definitely helps. You know.
Our Ukrainian friend just sent that to me.
The Ukrainians.
Dude, that was so funny.
So
man,
yeah, no.
I can't wait to go back home. I
Yeah,
can't wait to
man.
go back to Albania. I'm tired of this wonderful country.
Dude, it's so
Dude,
wonderful, dude. I just gotta leave, bro.
I gotta leave, man.
I was watching a video about what Minneapolis looks like now after the riots of 2020.
Bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like what the buildings were before and after.
Mm.
Dude, it's a
pull up some
complete fucking
videos.
shit.
Yeah,
It's a
pull up a
complete-
video.
Complete shit show.
Hey guys, go on twitch.tv/jneff if you want to hear everybody, so you just don't hear me. That's where we're streaming live. We can't do it on TikTok
Yeah,
because
you're
we'll
missing
get
out
kicked
if
off.
you just hearing him.
But
Yeah.
yeah, it's dude, it's like
I would put Rob on here so you can understand everything that he's saying.
You can hear everything I say any fucking way.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the what was the name of the video, Austin?
it was
I
on
got it.
TikTok. Oh, you got one?
Yeah, I have one we could look at real quick. Let me switch to this so they can see.
Hold
it
up,
on
let me-
stream.
Let me do. Oh, you're already sharing. Okay, bye.
Hands up, don't shoot! Hands up, don't shoot! Hands up!
Let's watch that.
Hands up, don't shoot! Hands up, don't shoot! Hands up!
Yo, got flashbang.
Right?
Where's
The
this at
third
again?
precinct of the Minneapolis
Minneapolis.
Police Department on fire. Nearby businesses ablaze. This is how the night of May 28th unfolded. George Floyd's arrest and death in police custody on Monday set off protests in the
Oh,
Twin
this is the
Cities.
old ones, right?
The protesters
Yeah,
are
yeah.
demanding that
Yeah.
criminal charges be
These are
brought against the
older.
officers.
You're talking about ones that were recently, right?
Yeah, like what they look like now. I'm trying to find that video.
Oh.
Like there's like before and after shots of what it looked like then and what it looks like now.
Station where Derek Chauvin was based remains empty and deserted. The former Minneapolis white police officer was convicted last month of murdering Floyd after pinning the black man to the pavement for more than 9 minutes. In the days that followed Floyd's death, this area resembled a war zone. Well, this is how that block looks now, lot after lot completely empty and leveled to the ground. But some people here remain encouraged and hopeful for the future.
This side was our original Gandhi Mahal.
Rahel Islam's restaurant was demolished, but even at the time, he attempted to understand.
It was pretty heartbroken, but in the morning, a message, a powerful message came out from my heart. So I says,
I'm pretty sure the people that were out there sweeping weren't the people like destroying that whole area, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Of course not.
And we care about justice. Justice.
They don't care about. Like they destroyed businesses that were black owned.
I don't understand why they destroyed the places where they live.
Business owners.
I just sent you the TikTok video on Messenger, Josh.
Okay. Let me stop.
Why did they destroy the places where they live?
Right, it's like you talk about like, you know, black empowerment and this, that, and the third, and it's like, well, if you cared about that, then why go and destroy black-owned businesses?
Yeah.
Like,
why destroy the places where you live?
That didn't make any sense to me, but.
Well, the reason I brought that up was you talking about going back to Albania and everything is like, yeah, dude, like this country's getting like seeing that, like I didn't realize how bad those riots were, and I was in Houston, like there was riots going on there too, and I still didn't even realize how bad it was until I saw that video.
Listen, why didn't they go to the places where they didn't live? Why didn't they go to the Jewish places or whatever, or the Chinese places? You know, they destroyed where they live.
Exactly.
Yeah, where they live. Jeez.
Dang.
Oh, that's the police station?
Liquor store.
Liquor store.
Minihana.
I'm pretty sure the liquor was gone out of there.
Yeah.
They ain't leave no liquor behind.
Nah, they left it intact.
They destroyed the Denny's and the Popeyes.
Not
the
Popeyes,
Popeyes
bro.
is gone.
Popeyes gone.
Dude, it's because they didn't have the spicy chicken sandwich.
Bruh.
Where's this at again? I'm sorry, where's this at?
Minneapolis.
Checks cashed. Gone.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Where are they gonna cash their checks now?
A gas station? Come on,
No,
man.
they gotta go to the white people places now.
Not the
The
dollar
Family
store.
Dollar, yo. Come on, man.
Yeah, like they destroyed their whole city. Like,
No, they destroyed where they live.
that's what
Yeah,
I'm
where they
saying.
live.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure there
That whole
was
city
tons of
where they
people who came
live.
from out of state. People came from like a lot of people came from out of state to protest there and stuff. But yeah, they just destroyed their home. You know?
Yeah, like that's what it's coming to. Is like we're going back to rioting. Like,
who
remember the
cares, dude?
Baltimore riots? What was that dude, Freddie Gray?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that shit was crazy, man.
That was the one they was talking about in the beginning.
That was like 2016 or something like that. 2015.
Somewhere
Yeah.
around there. I remember I had my friend that's a chef come over to teach me how to freaking make rice.
Mhm.
And then next thing I know, we turn on the TV and it was all like everything just went to shit.
All riots.
Yeah. Still don't know how to make rice though, and I blame it on the riots. So
Dude,
Yeah.
bro, use a rice cooker. It's just like
Right?
set it and forget it.
yeah, I know, but I've made it and it turned out good a bunch of times, but most of the time it's either too soft or it's crunchy, and I hate that
Oh.
shit.
Bro,
I'd rather have it too soft.
that
It was
rice.
most of the time you didn't do it the right way.
Bro.
Really?
If it's too soft or too crunchy.
I thought that was perfect.
That's what he was saying.
I thought like
No, you got easy but too soft or too crunchy. But both ways.
no, that's what he was saying. Like he still doesn't know how to make it.
Well, damn, if it's this far, maybe you should learn what's in the middle is good.
All I know is, bro, next time I come to Maryland, I'm going to Towson and going to the Halal Bros food truck.
Yo, yes. Yes.
I know better
love
places
that place.
than that. I can put you on better places than that.
Nah, dude, that food truck is like next level.
It is, man. The Halal Boys.
Bro.
I had it like 2 weeks ago.
I'm telling you, yo, I can put you on something better.
I literally went to Towson. I forgot what I went. Yeah, no. Me and my wife, we were looking for shoes for the oldest because he had grown out of his shoes. And we stopped by Halal Boys. I got 4 of them bad boys.
No, I'm good, thanks. Yeah, dude, like, we went, when we went up for the trial, dude, we went to, like, that place, like, every day. I mean, it was spicy and it was hot outside, but it was so worth it. It was so worth it.
You gotta ask for extra white sauce, and it kind of balance it.
And we used to go work out at LA Fitness, and then go to Towson, and then go to Feed on the Street. Get our food, go to Feed on the Street.
If y'all go to Philly, they have the yellow rice. Dude. I'm telling y'all, the Philly, what's the name, is something different, man. The Philly halal is something different.
I'll pull it up.
I had it when I went to Ohio, and their white sauce had so much freaking salt. So like when I go to Ohio, my company pays for like my food up to like $70 or something. So I got 4 of these motherfuckers.
Oh,
and I was like, dude, I'm like, dude, I'm going back to my hotel room. I'm watching Dragon Ball Super, catching up on that, and I'm gonna smash these. Dude, I couldn't even get through the first one. It had so much salt on it. I was so disappointed.
Is that the tzatziki or the tahini sauce?
I don't know. Every time I ask the guys at Halal Boys, like, what's the name of this sauce? And he smiles, and he'll go, hey, it's white sauce. That's what it's like a hidden, like a secret Indian freaking food.
It tastes like the same stuff they put on like the gyros or whatever, heroes.
No, it's different. It's different. That's tzatziki sauce. Yes.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
I make that
What
sauce.
you telling me?
And then I cook the chicken on the grill.
What sauce? The white sauce?
The white sauce.
It's tzatziki sauce.
He's just gonna smile and say the white sauce.
The white sauce.
It's tzatziki sauce. That's what it is.
I don't think that's what they put on there. Well, even if it is, it might be different.
Because there's
like the ingredients in it.
That's the name of the sauce. Tzatziki sauce. The white sauce.
But there's another one that doesn't have like the bits in it. There's like a couple vegetables that they finally chop up and put in the sauce. The other one at this Halal Bros truck doesn't have anything in it. It's just sauce.
Yeah, it's just sauce.
I'm telling you.
And you got to get half lamb, half chicken.
Yeah.
This is saying tahini.
Yeah, tahini. That's what I'm thinking it is, but I don't know.
Yeah, this is saying it's tahini.
All right, I'll try and look at that.
When I was working with JT, we would always go to Home Depot and go to the little gyro stand right outside and get gyros.
Oh yeah, you work with JT too?
Yeah, you told me about him, and I worked for him for like a couple months.
Oh, okay. I forgot. It's been a long time.
That was a bop and a half ago. It was like 2016.
Yeah. Did he pay you $100 a day?
$100 a day, just like you said. You told me too. You were like, hey, make sure he pays you this much because this is what we were getting paid. And,
well, there was so he had another young kid on there, and he paid me, and apparently he had bamboozled this other kid because he gave him like $50 for the day, and he looked at me. Well, it was Friday, so the kid only helped one day that week, and he saw how much money he gave me, and like. I'm driving him home, and he was like, "Dude, like, how much does he pay you?" I'm like, "I don't know. What do you mean? How much did he pay you?" He's like, "Yeah, man, he just paid me $50, and it looks like He paid you a lot more. I was like, well, I worked all week. You were just here for the one day. He's like, yeah, I know, but you had like, I think you had like 5 100s. And I looked at him. I was like, God dang, man. Like, why are you looking at my money like that? He was
Right.
like, no, man, because I think he's getting me. I'm like, dude, you didn't do shit.
Right.
He was just standing there with his hands in his pockets. Then I asked him, like, yo, how many times have you broken your nose? Because his nose was like crooked.
Uh-huh.
It was like really off centered. He's like, dude, I've had so many dudes break my nose. I was like, why? What happened? He's like, man, I just can't stop fucking people's bitches, man.
What?
That's literally what he told me.
Bro.
Like he would bang his friends' girls, and then they'd get mad at him and then beat the snot out of him.
But that was his friend.
He never learned his lesson.
Yeah, I guess.
If he was banging other people bitches, then that wouldn't have happened.
Well, no, you just don't do that.
I'm just saying because I don't know.
Bro, that's too funny, man.
Yeah.
Damn.
And he was pretty cool. He did like MMA and stuff and like karate, right?
Yeah, he did jujitsu.
Yeah, jujitsu. That's what it was.
So
He
why was
stayed
always
talking
getting
about the
fucked up?
dojo.
Yo, he
No, not
stayed
that
talking
guy.
about the dojo.
Yeah, he stayed.
He's like,
yeah,
dude, you should come, man.
Dude, he was yeah, exactly. He's like, you should come, man. They'll give you a free lesson. If you sign up, you get a gi and everything. He's like, well, you got to. Man, he would tell me you have to sign up for the one in Pennsylvania because the one down here at Westminster, the one that he was training at, was full. But if you got a membership in PA, you could go to the one in Westminster and train there. They didn't care as long as you were a member, you could go.
As long as you give him money to him.
Yeah, I remember me and him went and put like some padding over columns, and I think the one that we went to was like in Columbia or something.
Yeah.
And we were putting padding around their columns because apparently in one of the kid classes, one of the kids got like pushed into a column and had gotten like a bloody eyebrow or something like that. So we were going around putting it up for free.
Oh, they didn't.
It was cool though. Well, I don't know. He trained there. He probably said like, yeah, I'll put him up there for free.
Oh yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
Just doing him a favor, probably.
But yeah, there was a class going on there, and I wish it was the following week because the guy, I think the guy that was coming from Brazil was Renzo Gracie, which is like he's like a 5th degree red belt, which is like above a black belt
in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, in jiu-jitsu, 5th degree. So he had 5 stripes on his red belt. I don't know if it goes above red belt or not, but he was coming, and to like help out with the training and see if these guys were actually training their people correctly.
Dude, that's awesome.
Right?
Jiu-jitsu belts. So, all right. So it's specifically like Brazilian.
Yeah, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, BJJ. Pull up the colors.
Yeah, I'm looking up. All right, so I'm gonna share my screen. Let me share it on the Stream app so everybody can see it here. All right. So here we have. I don't know if this. Let's see. Can you guys see that clearly? Oh, okay.
Kinda.
I see black. I see. Okay, so maybe I can like click this and like zoom into it.
Yeah, there we go.
White belt, and then blue belt. Okay, I see.
Yeah, it's white, blue, purple, brown, and then black. And then I guess you get red and black stripe belt, and then it turns into red at the bottom. That's what he was. He was a red belt.
The one at the very bottom.
Yeah.
Dang, dude. And he was like a 5th degree red belt.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
He had. So I mean, I don't know. He probably what he had on the picture. He had 5 stripes on one of the. Like, you know how they tie the belt.
Yep. This says the 10th degree is reserved for the 5 original Gracie brothers.
Yeah.
My mom still has all my belts from Taijutsu and Jiu-Jitsu.
There's no green. There's no yellow. There's no. What
Mm-mm.
was the other one? I think that was it. It was white, yellow, green, brown,
And black belt.
Yeah, and like American karate, Japanese karate.
Taekwondo.
I punched some kid on the bus, and I got taken out of karate.
Why?
Well, because I was taking karate with remember our neighbor who lived across the street at Millgate.
Yeah.
What, with the whore mother?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I went to
K?
karate with him. Yeah, K and Miss T. I was doing karate with them, and I was learning a lot. And one day, some kid was messing with me on the bus, and I punched him and broke his glasses, and I got snitched on. And we all got called to the principal's office. Actually, the guy who did the animation for us, he was in the principal's office with us because he was on the bus with us. And
He was a witness?
As a witness, yeah. And we're all in the principal's office, and they called my mom at work, and to talk to me after they basically said, what they needed to say and punished me and stuff in detention. And I asked my mom on the phone in front of everybody. I was like, "Can I keep going to karate?"
And she said no.
Yeah, I got taken out. Yeah.
Which is like such horse shit, because
Right.
like that, you taking that karate gave you confidence to defend yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As soon as the oldest gets around like 4 or 5, and he starts like getting more into like that kind of stuff, I'm getting him in jiu-jitsu.
Bro, is your son gonna be like Yuri Boyka? The next complete fighter.
Yeah, that would be awesome, and actually have like a career that doesn't involve getting punched in the face.
Yeah.
Because it takes a special kind of idiot to have a career of getting punched in the face.
It's
You
so
know what I mean?
entertaining, though.
It is.
To
I
watch.
love it.
Yeah.
I love watching it. I mean, if that's what he would want to do, I'd be like, all right, go ahead. I'd tell him like you probably will be brain dead by the age of 40.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's true. Did you ever see that movie Real Steel?
Yeah.
Real
The one with
Steel.
Hugh Jackman and
Where the robots are
Evangeline
boxers.
Oh, with the
Lilly.
robots.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
robot
yeah.
boxers, and he's like shadow boxing, and the robot is like following his commands. Do you ever
Oh,
think
yeah,
we'll
yeah.
get to a point where humans will take a step back and then robots take over the fighting arena for us?
I mean, it still wouldn't be as cool because there would be no blood.
Yeah, that's true. There'll be
I
oil,
think-
oil and hydraulic fluid.
I think so, because this world's becoming too much of a bunch of pussies to actually want to fight.
So even in sports, you think sports would probably
Like,
robots would replace football players?
I think some sports are probably gonna get phased out, but like a lot of them are, like boxing probably will, because like there's too many like pussy ass kids that aren't gonna want to fucking fight,
Dude, when it comes, like, at least boxers get paid a shit ton of money. I'm not going to say all of them,
Yeah.
but like, when I see the MMA people's salary,
Yeah.
I'm like saddened by it.
Yeah.
And they
Because
have
it's
so
like-
many freaking like logos on their shorts too. It's crazy.
Yeah, but like
Oh,
in the UFC, you can't have that anymore. So all your sponsors now are gone. So it used to be Reebok as like the main sponsor, and then they had like a tier of how much you got paid in sponsorship money. And then obviously if you're like in a title fight or a champion, you got it, you got that kind of money. But now it's Venom. You
Yeah,
know
the
the
energy drink.
brand?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a they make fighting gear
Oh, okay.
and like punching bags, gloves,
They
that
used
kind
to
of
have
stuff.
the energy drink. They used to.
Yeah, maybe they did.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they have a tier, so it depends on how long you've been fighting for the organization. Well, at least that's how Reebok was. I don't know what theirs is now. But like when the Reebok deal came in, like so many fighters were like, "Bro, like you just made me lose $50,000. You just made me lose $80,000. because they can't have any of those sponsors. And none of the UFC videos, they could have their own sponsors on their like social media and stuff like that. They could have their own sponsors in their videos, like if they're training and all that kind of stuff. But if it was an official UFC like video that was filmed by the UFC, they had to wear Reebok in every single video.
That's
so
right.
if they were gonna go run and they had like a pair of running shoes that weren't Reebok, they had to take those off and put Reebok on. If they used like a punching bag or something like that, it either had to be UFC or Reebok.
And I forgot the NFL. They switched from Nike to Reebok also.
No, I think they went from
remember
Reebok
that?
to Nike.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. Because before it used to be Reebok, now it's Nike.
Oh, okay.
Hey, speaking of boxing, what's that dude? The Jake Paul guy?
Yeah.
He finally lost a fight.
It's such a joke, dude. It's all publicity stunts.
I think the guy he was fighting was an actual boxer, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was actually very surprised when he fought Anderson Silva and he won. I know Anderson Silva is old and everything, and Jake Paul's like 20. I think Anderson Silva is like 40 something right now.
Yeah.
So I understand, time caught up with him. But I really thought that that Anderson Silva was gonna fuck him up.
Well, that was the thing. Was a lot of people were sitting there saying like he's not going on like to real boxers or just like old boxers, But also, I heard a lot of people saying like before about how he just pays off people to let him win.
That's what it is, yo. That's what I'm thinking it is. It's like all for money. It's like,
I mean, he's smart. Listen, he has a big name right now.
He does. Yeah.
There's people that are paying $60 to buy this pay-per-view for him to fight. Like when he fought Tyron Woodley.
I'll be right back.
And the first fight, they went to decision. And then the second fight, he knocked him out flat on his face. And people were saying that it was a setup, right? So if it was a setup, that means Tyron Woodley had to legit let him hit him hard enough to get knocked out like that. Because if someone falls the way he fell, that's not a fake, knockout.
If I offered you $100,000 right now, would you let me? You would let me do that? If I said, "Hey, $100,000, you let me full on knock you out."
As long as I can hit you back.
No, like I'm saying $100,000.
So if you hit me and I don't get knocked out.
Yeah, we fight, but I get. Yeah, but you're saying that like, yeah, it's an actual fight. We have to make it look real. But I'm saying like, take it easy on me. If I say $100,000, you take it easy on me. You can throw some hits in there. Take it easy on me. But I can get a full haymaker and just knock you the fuck out. You wouldn't take that
for $100,000 after taxes or before taxes?
Under the table.
That's a down payment on a new house. Shit.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I think Tyron Woodley got paid $1 million for that fight. I think that's what the payout for him was, and I think Jake Paul made like $3 million or something. Which is ridiculous that this dude is making this kind of money. And I mean, he's gotten a lot better. Like when he fought the last guy, I forgot who he fought, but I think he was like an actual boxer. So that's why he got pieced up. But he's talking about he's going to go in MMA.
Jake Paul?
Last week, yeah. Well, last week, John Jones fought Cyril Gane. Bro, John Jones made him look like a child. Like, we were doing the podcast, and I had my phone, and I was watching it, and Cyril kicked him in the nuts. And then I look up, and then I look down, and John Jones was celebrating. I was like, what the heck just happened? I had to watch the highlight to see what happened.
Who's that that little Asian fighter dude that's just like a complete savage? I was like, for a while I was seeing a bunch of like TikTok videos of him. where he like punches himself in the face and everything.
Oh, that's Raw Tank. He's a Muay Thai fighter.
Raw Tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was seeing like for a while, I was seeing a bunch of shit on him where he like
he's number one in the world right now. He's the 1FC Muay Thai champion.
Oh shit!
He fought Demetrius Johnson in the mixed rules. So the first round was Muay Thai, the second round was MMA, and then the third round was supposed to be Muay Thai again. So when Demetrius Johnson fought him, he basically said like, I just got to. He was like, my main objective was to not get knocked out in the first round, to get to the second round, so the MMA rules could kick in. Because Demetrius Johnson, when it comes to like his striking, he's amazing. He's just not as good as Raw Tank. That dude is a beast when it comes to Muay Thai.
Yeah.
So he said that when they were fighting, you know, he was trying to hit him. I mean, he was hitting him, but he said his main objective was to get out of the first round, get into the second round. And then basically that's what he did. And then he submitted him, I think.
Yeah. Because, I was seeing videos where he was just letting guys punch him in the face and just, like, wasn't even flinching on it, you know? And then would just fuck him up. Oh, I also, off topic, I sent you this video also, Josh. Y'all seen this video of this book that's been going around in schools called Genderqueer?
No, what is this about? Let me look.
God damn it! I was hoping we weren't going to have any of this conversation. We always go to this shit.
I don't know. I saw it the other day, and like literally like a couple days ago. Me and the old lady at first got into it because she didn't understand the concept of what I was saying, and then when she finally realized it, like she thought it was just like a basic romance novel, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when she finally realized what it was, she was like, "Oh yeah, that can't be in schools." It's like, so
none of that shit should be in schools, man.
Yeah, but she thought it was like just like a harmless romance novel, which she was like, yeah, I could understand it not being in school, but you know, there's stuff that like I read in school that probably shouldn't have been in school either. And I was like, I get that, but this isn't just like a harmless romance novel, you know. And then she
like it turned you on, man. It turned you on.
No, it made me sick, honestly. Like if Josh pulls up the video, like it.
What's it
if
called?
you see it, it's called Genderqueer. I sent you the video on Messenger.
Oh, okay, cool.
A clip of it.
Yeah, we did I remember we did do a podcast. Dang, dude, that's awesome. We did a podcast a couple weeks ago about the gender, or what was it, transgender story hour and stuff like that. But so I got the video pulled up here. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Boom, good to go. And then share on stream. Okay, so here we go.
And he's saying yes before I ask if we should take our clothes off. And he's saying yes before I finish my sentence. He's pulling off my t-shirt. He's undoing my belt. I'm reaching into his bedside drawer for a condom.
So I'm that kid's father.
Okay, good. I was asking for you.
Yeah, so that's my son, 11 years old, and went to his library and found that by the entry door. This is the smut that he is finding, all right? I don't care whether it's gay, straight, bisexual, whatever the terms are for all this. Doesn't need to be at my 11-year-old's library. As far as genderqueer, I've got a son in the high school as well, and this is bullshit. We know it, all right?
You
do not need to be having literature that shows bullshit.
Yeah, do you see that? That is a picture of a man, of a boy sucking another boy's dick.
Yeah, fast forward. We've been dating for 2 months. We've made out. We've had sex. We've moved on to sexting at work. What the heck, dude?
That is
we
a
know
picture.
Understand, dude.
Those are
all right?
pictures.
We do not need to be having literature that's showing boys how to suck. All right? This is I'm very, very frustrated about it, okay? And you may think that schools know the best for our children. You know who know the best for our children? The parents.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That's so fucked up.
Yeah, that was literally pictures of boys sucking dick.
That's like porn. That's cartoon porn.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Hentai.
In fucking in 11, what's that? Middle school? 11?
Yeah.
That's middle school, right?
Mm-hmm.
In a middle
so.
school. You know, that's fucking sick.
Yeah. I don't know what I don't understand. Like when we went to when we were in school, our parents had to sign permission slips for everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I
And now
remember
they
I
don't
had to go like when I lived in Connecticut, they were going to have a dentist come in, and they were going to teach us about our teeth and how to take care of our teeth. My parents had to sign a permission slip for me to go, for me to go learn about my teeth. And then now, there's books like this in school, and parents don't even know it. There's kids that they're literally being told to tell their parents that they are staying after school for after school activity, and the predator teacher is teaching them about gender identity and telling them to lie to their parents.
Yeah.
At what, like, how can it like, as a teacher, how can you tell your students to lie to their parents? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they're also teaching how to hide porn, like how to get away with looking up porn on your phone and how to hide it from your parents.
What's the point? How can you, as a teacher, how can you sleep at night knowing like what you're exposing these children to?
Because they're fucked up.
I mean, yeah, that's true. A lot of
These
them are.
like, so the people that think this is okay, they're not mentally well. I'm not saying that because they're gay or queer or any of that shit. It just happens to be a person that is gay or queer or trans or whatever the fuck it is. You know what I mean? They are mentally ill that they think that a child needs to know this stuff. Like, as a child, you don't need to know about, like, how to suck dick or how to take it in the ass. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be going there to learn how to freaking do your multipliers, and hopefully it sticks, because I'm 35 years old now, and I still, like, to do a freaking equation, I still got to say, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, and it still don't make sense to me.
PEMDAS.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's fucking, yeah, it's ridiculous.
Pathetic.
That's what our world is turning to nowadays, and that's why homeschooling is about to be one of the biggest fucking things.
Bro, homeschool curriculums. Bro.
Yo, homeschooling is about to be massive, and then they're gonna try to. I guarantee you, they're gonna try to shut homeschooling down.
Well, it's not that. So, what I heard, I watched this one video. I forgot what state it was in, but they were basically trying to involve this kind of stuff in the curriculum for homeschooling too.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, now the parent has to teach these things, and your child has to test in order for them to graduate every single grade. That's what they're trying to do now, which I don't understand why.
Bro,
you know what I mean?
It's gonna get to the point where the parents are just gonna remove them from this kind of thing altogether.
Mm-hmm.
Homeschooling, public schooling, all that stuff. They're just gonna teach them themselves. They're gonna do their own homeschooling, like that is completely removed from whatever homeschooling curriculum that's provided by the state or a public school or whatever. And then they're going to have them go take their GEDs. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just take the GED test.
So I'm not sure. I could be talking out of my ass here, but I think if your child's not going to school, I think it's illegal for your child not to go to school.
Yeah.
And it as a federal law?
Yeah, I don't know if it's a federal law, if it's a state law. Yeah, look that up. but I'm pretty sure your child has to be enrolled in school because if you miss a certain amount of days, you get held back. But if it keeps happening, then what's it
Parents
called?
are held liable.
Yeah, the parents are held liable. So I'm pretty sure like CPS would probably come to people's homes.
Yeah. It might not be like a federal offense, but you can get your children taken away for that.
Yeah. Josh, I'm gonna try. So you see this banner, the 2A banner I got? I want to paint it on my wall.
Bro, when I come up in July, dude, let's paint it.
I'm down.
Dude,
Let's paint this whole thing black here. I have some foam that I want to put up to help with like the sound quality here, and maybe we could just paint it on the foam. Paint the foam black and put that on there.
Bro, that would be tough.
You know what I mean? Because I don't want to paint the wall because when we move out, then I'm gonna have to like paint over black, and that's never fun.
Right, you're gonna have to do like 10 coats.
Yeah.
So it is actually a law.
Yeah.
It's a law. Compulsory education laws require children to attend a public or state accredited private school for a certain period of time. There are a few exemptions, most notably homeschooling, but virtually all states have mandates for when children must begin school and how old they must be before dropping out. So you are forced, by law, to be indoctrinated.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. Who
Basically.
knows, man? I mean, it's crazy just to see in the span of like 15, 20 years how much education has changed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like this kind of thing. Like when I was in school, fifth grade was like the first time I ever had sex education, and that was you had to have a permission slip for that.
Mm-hmm. That's when they taught you you might wake up with some creamy things in your boxes.
So yeah, that we had that was the first time. But fifth grade, what are you like 10, 11, 12?
Something like that.
Yeah, 10.
Yeah, so that was like the first introduction because that's like when the children start changing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now it's just gone
Little
to the
did they
point
know I already knew that because I had figured out how to do it myself.
now we have preschool children in preschool, pre-K, kindergarten, pre-K, all that having
Yeah.
the story.
I think,
Go ahead.
I think my daughter's waking up, so I gotta hop off of here.
Okay, well, feel free
Good
to
seeing
hop
you,
back
brother.
Good seeing you, man.
Smile, man. You don't need to look sad all the time.
Yeah,
There you
I
go.
gotcha.
There's them pearly brown whites.
Go ahead.
I got you. Hey, Rob, Dimitri, if y'all are free next weekend, if y'all want to help me move, I'd greatly appreciate that.
I will see.
Yeah,
I'm working next weekend.
I got you. So
man.
All right, I'll see y'all. Love y'all.
God bless you, bro.
Take it easy, man. You gay,
Love
yo.
you too, man.
You
Hey,
gay.
Luke, bye.
You
Bye.
telling us you fucking love us. You gay.
I thought you were saying Rob was gay because he went like this.
No, it's because he told me he loved me. That was really gay.
Oh man.
All right.
So funny.
You guys want to break down some more videos? That was cool last week.
Yeah. So let's look up.
So we learned no Crocs,
Yes.
no flip flops. Have one in the chamber.
Have what? Yep.
And let's see what we'll learn this week.
And practice on your draw.
Yeah.
So self-defense.
I'll be right back.
All right, here we go. Store manager robbed after withdrawing money from the bank. Let's see what we got here.
All right. That sounds promising.
Okay. Let me go ahead and share it on.
Oh, damn. This guy's sponsored by Venom, too. Look at his jacket.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Well, I guess the symbol's different for their podcast or whatever, their channel.
I'm not going to play his speech because if I play the sound, we might get copyright stricken again, and we don't want that.
Yeah. What happened? Damn. He got shit whipped. Did he have a gun?
I don't know. If he did, I think he... Okay, you know what? Screw that. I need to hear the sound to see what's happening.
Manager back from the bank. He went to the bank, I think to make a deposit, maybe get some change, and now on his way back, they see him going into the store, and so they are going to run and attack him. He's going to try here to run off for just a minute, but the guy in the red ball cap is going to catch him. They are then going to throw him to the ground. He yeets his bag from the bank off away from him, which is an interesting move, and then they are going to grab a hold of him a couple more times, go grab his bag, and then he is going to separate from them. They are going to run off. Now, in the interim, they jumped out of the car. The guy that was in the car is then going to put it into a better position to come and pick them up and then to run off. Thankfully, the little bit of information I have from Houston PD says that the manager here was not really badly injured at all, scrapes and bruises. These guys they're still looking for.
So there's actually no guns in this one.
Gotcha.
Let's find
so basically, he should have had a weapon on him.
Yeah, he should have had the blicky.
That's the blicky. That's the lesson from that video. Especially if he's making like big withdrawals or deposits or something like that.
Now
I went to the bank to withdraw a large sum of money, and the bank that I went to didn't do. They would take your money, but they wouldn't let you pull money out. And then the lady is like, "Well, how much are you trying to take out?" In the middle of the floor, it's at a Giant.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, "I'm not telling you how much I'm pulling out right here." Right. And she's like, "Okay, well, step in my office." I step in her office. She has the door open. I'm like, "Listen, I'm not telling you how much money I'm pulling out with the door open. Like, there's people listening."
Exactly. What kind of like protection is that? Like, that's like they should be more cognizant of this kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But here's Minneapolis backyard shooting ruled self-defense played out entirely on video.
All right.
So let's see what we got here.
A motion light turns on as Johnson approaches the home. According to police reports, the homeowner, a 53-year-old woman, heard Johnson wiggle the door handle and his steps on the deck. So she told her 26-year-old son, who lives with her, and grabbed her handgun as Johnson entered the family's detached garage. The homeowner opened the sliding door and fired warning shots in the air. On the surveillance video, you can hear the homeowner's son's voice as he joins her in yelling at the intruder. But instead of hopping back over the fence, Johnson walks toward them, and after 2 more warning shots, the fatal shot is fired by the son, who was standing next to his mother inside the open door, also holding a gun.
My clients were acting completely in self-defense.
Why would he walk towards them?
Right? Maybe he was on something.
I don't know.
Probably
that's not a very smart criminal there, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's do, what was it, gun,
You know, we should look up training drills.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Would you want to do that?
Yeah, let's do that. Okay,
Handgun training drills. I hummed it. We didn't play it, okay? YouTube, don't take it down.
Right.
This week we're going to be going over some everyday carry
Step away for one
from
sec.
concealment drills
Dude.
that you guys can use for different types of garments.
So we're going to show you 2 techniques here. One of them we learned from Carl, and it's so cool that we've adopted it, and it works in many cases. And then we'll show you the other technique that we like to use for when that one doesn't work.
Yeah, I'll be shooting from the right hand with a basic everyday carry holster with a flannel on. Emery's got his jacket on. I'll be carrying at the 3 o'clock to show you that. Emery will be carrying more at the 5 toward the back, toward the small of the back. There's a bunch of different ways you can carry concealed, and in my opinion, whatever way you're going to carry, definitely get out to the range and train what technique you like to use. Today, I'll show you pretty much a light flannel. It's open from the front. I'm on a right-hand carry, and I'm just going to show you a way to get that shirt out of the way if you're carrying at 3 o'clock. Some of you guys might be carrying under the t-shirt, so you might be utilizing a hand to pull that t-shirt up. Today I'm just going to slide. I want this
That's when you
piece
put
of
a fast
material
forward on it.
out of the Pacific and it's open. Is
Where'd
weight
Rob go?
holster. I'm going to come up. You're going to want to take that support hand. You're going to shoot with 2 hands, but in this case, the support hand's going to come to the left side, grabbing good garment in the back and pulling it out of the way. And as you can see,
Am I supposed
as
to be
I come
watching
down with
the
my
video?
shooting
Yeah.
hand,
Are you?
No.
You can't see it?
No.
we got a good clean shot.
There we go. Dang, y'all just pulled a Batman move. You saw that?
Right.
He brought his cape up to his face like it's bulletproof.
Yeah, right. He did the John Wick.
Dude, if those suits were real.
I wish, bro.
All right, guys. So Jason showed you the
Kevlar
vampire
suits.
draw, right?
Vampire
That's
draw.
the reason we're jacket with full.
I want to hear the reason why you do the vampire part.
Or did we not hear
Bottom of the t-shirt. That way, if you're not contending, if this piece of material has to slip out of the way, that weight allows it to get out of the way. The technique I'm going to show you today is by our beloved Carl Erickson. I love it. It's called the vampire technique. To set this up, you're going to be ready to draw from the holster. I'm going to come up. You're going to want to take that support hand. You're going to shoot with 2 hands, but in this case, the support hand's going to come to the left side, grabbing good garment in the back and pulling it out of the way. And as you can see, as I come down with my shooting hand, that strong hand's going to be grabbing that gun, and as I come up,
I see.
Grabbing this material is going to pull that shirt out of the way. And as you can see, a real clear grip on that pistol.
You see? Yeah.
Setting it up again, coming up, down, drawing out of the way.
Oh, that's cool.
Coming out of the holster, meeting up. And got a good clean shot.
Dude, I got a good clean shot, bro.
That's mad cool, though.
It is, man.
I thought he was like, look at this hand. You know what I mean? Like,
right? It's like
I thought that was going to be the gist of it.
He covers
That's so cool.
eyesight, though, for a split second. I guess that's necessary to pull it up so
Yeah,
high.
to get it out of the way, yeah. That's mad cool. I might have to start wearing stuff like this.
That's smart, because if you're trying to pull the fabric out of the way,
All right, guys. So Jason showed you the vampire draw, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Yeah, another thing, when I was practicing my draw, my freaking wife beater got caught in my sidearm.
Really?
I went to go pull it out, and next thing I know, it's like a wife beatered up. I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, I cannot, like, I have to wear a wife beater. If I don't wear a wife beater, man, I realize how much I sweat.
Yeah, me too. I always wear one. I got one on now.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro.
Right, bro. I'm gonna get out of here too.
Okay. It was a great podcast, man.
Yes, sir.
Let's see if we can get somebody on next week.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, look who just showed up.
right.
If we can get
If,
H or Austin's guy on, that would be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys ever do a Zoom and you guys are breaking videos down, dude, record it and just put it up. Like,
Okay.
all of us don't have to be on there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, usually it's only like Fridays and stuff. that that Rob and I will talk. But other than that, I don't do any other Zoom meetings. But Saturdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, I'm doing a Bible study with Savage and his wife and my brother, Long Hair Don't Care.
Long Hair Don't Care?
Yeah, if you're interested. We do it on Discord.
Okay.
So.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we do it
okay.
for a couple hours. So, but yeah, good podcast, man.
All right,
Good
man.
to see you.
Y'all have a great night.
Thanks, you too, man. Awesome flag.
Bye.
Get bye.
Yeah.
Gosh, I'm probably about to get out of here, man. I'm mad tired.
Okay.
The alcohol is kicking in.
Yeah, right. I'll catch you later,
The
Rob.
alcohol is kicking in. Y'all have a good one.
You too, man. God bless.
Good night.
Once you get into that, you start getting into a situation, the slippery slope, where all of a sudden you're going to really violate the Second Amendment. I don't want to do anything to violate the Second Amendment. To me, the Second Amendment is very important.